fix it.
You did it.
Hey, everybody give a little round of applause.
Fuck you.
No, that was the best. Okay. Everybody, welcome to the inaugural episode of Work in Progress, which I did find out is an available name because some asshole already has it, but he hasn't updated his shit in like a year. So
Fuck him.
fuck him. Yeah.
So once we kill him,
We can take his
We get him
property.
sword.
So yeah, this is primarily a way for me to talk about my bullshit and get excited and actually finish something for once in my life. But it will also serve as the same type of project for my co-hosts here. On my left, we begin with who are you, tall man?
I'm Ian.
Cool story, bro.
You should have named yourself like Maverick.
Well, like,
No, but if you were
like
Maverick,
that was my
then-
first name, or like
No, like you go by your middle name, so your first
like
name's Ian.
Maverick Stevenson.
Were you about to make me Goose? But,
Yeah,
Like,
I was gonna do it.
Oh my god!
no.
If we're
And
doing
it
that,
would've
I'm
worked.
not Goose.
Absolutely not.
You are
No
Goose.
one wants
I'm
to
not
be
Goose.
Goose.
I mean, I don't even want to be Maverick, but if
Is
I
it-
have to be Maverick, I'm not gonna be Goose.
Is it because Goose is the gay one?
I'm Riggs.
Who's is
Yeah,
Riggs
Goose
is
is
the
the
top.
only gay
Riggs is
one,
like
yes.
the top, and then Maverick is the power bottom, and Goose is just.
You know, I went Lethal Weapon with that, not Top Gun. I went like.
No, I know. I'm crossing franchises.
Did you
All
say
right.
power bottom?
Have you never heard that's a
He's
term?
the power bottom.
Brandon even knows that's a term.
We're off to a real auspicious.
We are. All right. No, we've got Ian. Then we have
Andrew.
Andrew, and then we have
Hi, Mitch.
Hi, Mitch.
I'm Brandon.
that's Brandon. I talked
Hi,
over.
boys.
I talked over
Hi,
Brandon.
Brandon.
All right. So now we all know each other.
Did you introduce yourself?
What the hell are you?
Oh no, I'm Jake.
All right, cool.
No one
Did
needs
you
to
say
fucking
you
know
want to
my name.
introduce yourself? No, I'm Jake.
No.
I don't have to introduce.
I don't.
So.
Everybody already knows my name. My reputation precedes me everywhere I go.
Yes.
So, oh, yeah, the case of Keystone.
So now they know.
It's good that we've got a little drum box
Yeah,
here.
exactly.
Whenever someone tells a clever joke, we would just be like, ah.
Then we listen to the fucking recording later, and it's just every 5 seconds, it's loud as piss.
And it's
That was
pull
a
up-
good
pull up
idea.
headphones. So they heard that like first time. They're like, God, I hope they don't do that
Yeah,
again.
and literally they stopped the second time it happened.
Oh.
We have no listeners now. All right,
So now that no one's listening,
yeah,
Just keep hitting the box.
we.
cares?
I'm not too worried about getting off topic because honestly, it feels better when conversation flows organic. I think.
topics are for bitches.
Exactly. So, I guess we'll start with whoever wants to plug their own shit first as a jumping off topic because we all have things. All of us are working on things. We have an idea that we haven't acted upon. We have an idea that's in progress. Something, anything at all.
Everyone act like you've never plugged anything on a podcast before.
I don't know if any of us. Well, I guess. Yeah, we did
Are
this
we
exact
counting
same
the
fucking
actual
thing
first
last week. So
episode?
no. Shut up, Mitch. That doesn't exist.
The lost episode.
Lost episode that ended with me kicking my computer.
I got my note card still.
Yeah. Oh, see, he still has it. All right.
So I guess now we have to, yeah.
So okay,
note card.
Brandon, explain this game to me as if I were a 5-year-old. Well, make it a 10-year-old. I'm not an
Do
idiot.
you like killing monsters in your video games?
Yeah.
Did you like to kill like lots of monsters?
I mean,
Like,
if it's vast quantities, I might need a reason.
Like
Quality over
500
quantity.
Yeah, exactly. 'cause
Why
that-
am I
that-
killing
well, I
these?
mean,
Yeah.
once you kill like
Tell me
20,
why.
25, it kind of turns into a genocide.
How about like
Or
500
Mario.
It's getting pretty Nathan Drake up
Yeah.
in here.
You said
Yes.
Mario?
How many of these henchmen can I ruthlessly
Five.
slaughter ethically?
It's okay. They're pirates.
Roughly
They
500
all
monsters.
need to
Right.
die.
I think I could do
I can do
500 first
600,
grade.
but
Yeah.
roughly 500.
Okay.
I'm making a Gauntlet clone, which is like an old 1985 game.
Red Warrior needs food badly.
Red Warrior needs food badly.
Oh, okay. So it's like that.
It's like that.
Yeah,
What does
but,
that mean? Red Warrior needs food.
Food badly.
Food badly.
What does that mean?
It's
Have
a
you never played
reference to-
Gauntlet?
It's a reference to Gauntlet.
See, I only played
Oh,
Red Warrior needs food.
So you get these 4 characters. They
Oh, this is
Now
a
it all
club that
makes
I
Thank God.
was not invited
Oh,
to.
Jesus
yeah.
You've got your little passwords.
You guys are assholes. I'm out. Okay,
What's the
so
password?
Gauntlet. What is special about your Gauntlet?
about my clone.
Yes.
Well, particularly with this clone, I'm making it with instead of like human characters, I got little pony characters.
Is it?
Like instead of warriors, you got earth ponies, like just take this ponies. Instead of wizards, you got unicorns that shoot magic out of their horn.
And this is
Pegasus
My Little
shoot.
Pony Ponies.
It's my little pony ponies.
Oh,
yes.
okay. Yeah, but we can't say that, or you can't say that because that's copyright.
No, I can
So
say
we
that.
can say it?
It's a game.
I don't know. Well, I guess if you're not making money off of it, then it's
Easy
just
paradox.
There's enough
Easy Paradox.
fan games. This is okay. They're the My Little Ponies.
like, okay.
I mean, I've seen copyright infringement all over the place on Newgrounds.
Yeah,
No,
shit. I mean,
easy.
you
Yeah.
go on there and
I'm
you can find 12,000
Or, you know,
kinds of different
I'm not using
copyright
their
characters.
characters,
New.
though.
Well, I'm just
Using
thinking
their
of like a
characters,
place where Flash games live.
Yeah.
Like
They do
fucking
live there.
Newgrounds.
Now, is this technically a Flash game that you're making, or is it?
I don't like Flash because I think it's
Flash is for plebes.
everyone.
Flash is for Newgrounds.
say-
God.
You say for plebes?
For plebes.
Everyone-
What are those?
Short for
Plebeian.
plebeian.
Jeez, Mitch.
What
God.
are
What is
those?
They're like serfs or like
Peons.
Like the
Did
proletariat?
you did you not take history after
No.
like 5th grade?
Yeah, I did.
It literally means like the uneducated masses.
Didn't
Got
you
it.
study the feudal
That's
system?
I actually looked this up for someone the other day. I like used the word plebe, and they're like, "What does that mean?" I was like, "It's short for plebeian." They're like, "What does that mean?" And, like, it's
Once you
literally,
look in the mirror,
exactly-
plebeian.
And I like looked it up in the dictionary so I could like just like
Yeah.
factually, and it was something like that. It was like
Yeah.
unintelligent, dumb, lower class people.
Unintelligent, dumb, stupid person.
The kind of people that
What?
are not at this table right
No,
now.
we're
I
all
didn't understand any
so
of that.
smart and totally,
What year is it?
handsome.
yeah, we're all handsome.
Smart. And
We are the
intelligent.
most handsome men in the world. That's actually what this podcast is
We're,
about.
we're currently in your what would you call this? Your
This is a mansion.
your mansion.
Yeah, this is the bottom floor of our mansion.
Yeah,
It's a good thing this is a
We
podcast,
keep the
so they can't
hounds
see
down
my.
here.
Yeah, we do.
I'm having a bad hair day.
There's a very
Yeah.
nice doorway.
My
out here.
Fabio locks are all.
They're kind of frizzing out a little bit. Yeah.
They're all lying about everything.
Damn it, Ian. Okay,
None of it's true.
So
And now I'm
you've got-
juggling chainsaws.
Silent chainsaws.
New, I just admitted it. All right, so you've got My Little Pony Gauntlet going on here. Why?
So
what
cute
do you-
ponies killing lots of monsters.
Yeah.
But yeah, you get to you get to pick your own color and you get to fight them whenever you want to.
Can I be a green pony?
You can be a green pony, and it'll say green pony needs food badly.
Can
Can I be puce?
It might not recognize the
Oh,
word
that's
fuse, but you can pick.
It
whatever.
might not.
Now,
you might
quick
not be able to
question.
find
You
keys.
say you're ponies and you're fighting monsters.
Yes.
So are these like super detailed monsters with gore? Because that would
That would actually
make me
kind of
very entertaining. If you're a cutesy little pony shooting
prancing around,
shooting
lasers
rainbows,
and
and then
That's a good idea. I was gonna have a special effects, but I could have it like blood trails. That'd be a
I
good
think
idea.
that'd be really funny.
That's a
actually.
great
They
idea.
should
I'm
bleed
gonna do that.
rainbows. Or
He's like,
something.
They
fuck,
should
back to
bleed
the
rainbows.
drawing board.
God damn it! I have to redo it all
this is-
now.
I'm gonna need another note card.
He's like a shit ton of way into this too. He's like almost got a completely functioning game.
Yeah. Right now, I'm like making the dungeons and making sure like they work, like
Nice.
everything working.
Well, what were you gonna do with like maps and shit?
Yeah, with the maps, you can make them in like paint. Like you can just like do like each tile is a pixel. And depending on the color, you can determine what it is. Like if it's a gate or like what. Like, you're spilling your drink.
Sorry, I was doing beer chemistry.
That was
Mitch, stop peeing everywhere.
God.
Just sound like pee.
The fuck happened?
And on
Yeah,
the
so
corner
anyway, continue.
of
I was
your
trying
ear
to trick
sight.
myself into thinking that this light was actually nice.
Yeah, so people who play the game can make their own maps and their own ponies and their own. And you don't have to make it pony. You can like
Sorry,
make your own
it's
little
a-
characters and own your monsters.
So are you saying that
It's a
we
t-
create our own adventure?
You could create your entire your own user content.
That's
you can make your
actually
own
really
gauntlet
It's almost
game.
as if it has a.
Mind of its own. So
That's great,
I
guys.
shut up,
You
Ian.
get the reference.
I'm so amused by my own bullshit.
Mind of its
That
own.
actually sounds really rad. Like I don't understand the people. Like when StarCraft 1 came out, and I know they're doing it with StarCraft 2 also, but the map editor shit with that, I have no idea how people had the patience and the mindset to make some of that shit. Like the games you would play, like the map, like the user created games you would play in the original StarCraft, that would take like 2 hours just because that's how the map played out. Holy shit!
It's fucking amazing what today's gaming community is capable of putting together with, like, if they're given the tools to just build shit. Like, Little Big Planet, you'll see all sorts
Oh,
of just
yeah.
nonsense online.
Well, I mean, like Dota. I mean, shit.
Oh, yeah.
That came from
Oh, yeah.
user
Literally,
created content.
yeah.
That came.
That's a whole
I mean, there was,
genre
like,
of
pre-
games.
Minecraft
not
is another really
prerequisite.
good one.
Oh my God,
Minecraft,
yeah.
Just seeing what people do with that fucking game is just.
Well, I mean, shit. One of the modders for I don't remember the name of the mod, but he helped to actually integrate horses into the game. Like they reached out to this guy who modded horses so well.
Horseman, we need your help.
Give me your horse.
and horses were given, and
Verily.
Yay, verily.
but it's almost
Did horses trot onto the Minecraft?
it's almost like games seem to depend much more on the user-created content.
Hark, here
We
comes
come
one
back
now.
to horses.
I'm using the box as much as I
Always
can.
come back to horses.
That's our horse.
And
That's
one
Prancer.
that is one of my goals. I'm going to reach out to the people who might be interested in this game and have them make the maps with me.
Well, didn't you want to also like scan the internet for like voice actors and shit?
I was looking for people who would do
Yeah.
voices.
Speaking of which, Mitch over here.
I'll do it.
Like, I
Andrew
need the
will do it.
narrative.
I have a voice.
The guy who
Ian
does
has a voice.
This
I won't-
guy needs
I won't have any.
I need that guy.
I want to be no
I
fun.
won't say anything about food or
Just tell me
eating
what you
it
want,
or
like
Or
what kind of
bad
colors.
Colors.
Yeah,
bonus.
sure. I'll give you a list or something. Sure.
Yeah.
All those words. killed my
I'm
family.
actually trying to talk to a friend of mine who's done some voice acting stuff. She's gonna help me put together my voice reel soon. So if you need the official audition,
It'll be the
instead of me just going, by the way, I do shit.
It'll be the best polished thing in the
I
game
am a
so far.
voice actor.
No, you're not.
Because right now I'm using like the ghost from
Oh,
God damn
who
it.
was that guy?
Oh my god.
Where'd he
Oh,
come
now he's
from?
gone.
Where'd that dashing gentleman go?
With his flowing locks
Come back, dashing gentleman.
and half open shirt.
That's what voice actors
That's
look
what voice actors always
Exactly.
like. Yeah.
All of them. Just
All of them.
masculine, handsome, not hunched over
Especially the
Jewish
women.
people at all.
like. Punched over Jewish people.
Do you have an example at the ready for that?
No, I want to know if there's a story.
I want at least 10 examples.
I assume no.
Tara Strong is a Jew.
Boom.
And apparently,
Terrence Strong.
his spine's got a little bit of that.
Peter
The
New
C
is a
thing.
fat guy, fat bald guy.
Is he fat, bald?
Is
and
he
Jew?
also Jewish?
Is
He
he
might be
hunched
Jewish.
over?
He is
talks
hunched
about
over.
money
If
a
he's
lot.
fat
Does
and
he
bald,
find
he's
himself
probably
leaning
hunched over.
forward?
He's yes.
He literally he has a cigar every time he records, just leaning forward, real close to the mic. Just
Yep.
yes. Does he play Big Mac? Is that who he plays?
Yeah.
I bet that's how Nolan North gets in the zone for these
Yeah.
things. He like pulls out a cigar and it's just like
And
time to
acts
be
Jewish?
badass. No, not just this. What is there
I'm
Jewish
Deadpool.
about Nathan Drake?
Are you
Ian?
saying
you gotta
that cool
remove the
people
Jew?
can't?
I'm sorry, Hitler.
And now the truth comes out.
On our
Wow.
first episode, we discussed My Little Pony,
And Andrew is a Nazi.
Minecraft horses, and anti-Semitism.
You know who's not the best with first impressions? This guy.
I was about to say.
I
what
wasn't
you talking
pointing at
about?
myself.
No, he was.
I was just talking about how Jews can't be heroes,
I didn't say
or at
that.
least action heroes.
You ever see Munich?
God no, Andrew.
I want to go back. I want to go back to the ponies. This is too much. No.
No, the reason I said that is because let me just bring it back and away from the racism.
Please, please.
I said I'm not gonna.
Jew
I'm
isn't
not
a race.
actually. Oh,
Neither are you.
Please say
oh.
it. Please say
It's
it, James.
it's
I can't actually
anti-Semitism.
because what I'm about to say isn't any better.
Allegedly.
But
Like it's a
in my
lie.
experience, the people behind the movies and the shows and all the creative shit, and the people who get the most jokes jabbed at them from the creative people are Jewish people.
Because they can take it.
No, because
Apparently not. I've
maybe-
discovered in this podcast.
maybe they can. I don't actually know. I've met a few Jewish people, but not enough to say, the entire group of them
It's
or
not like you
anything.
can just.
I feel like I'm digging a
Yeah,
hole.
I actually don't know what people I know that are Jewish. Do I know any? I don't even know.
Optimus Prime.
I assumed that Paige was a Jew the first time I saw her
Why?
because she has the
Say it.
curly hair.
Oh, okay.
So curly hair means you're Jewish.
I mean, maybe not. Like I have curly hair,
It's like
but it's
50
not like Jew. Well,
it's like a
I guess I do
50-50
have a Jew
shot,
for
maybe.
one.
Yeah, you've got a little.
It's a
Yeah.
50-50 shot.
This
Yeah.
seems like a bad topic to linger on.
Yeah, but we did it. And
That's one project. My Little Pony,
There's- yeah.
anti-Semitism.
fucking
All
horses.
in one video.
Yeah. All right, we're good. Let's go.
Like you've never seen them before.
Never,
Bravo.
ever. Let's move on. Ian,
What?
you're the resident movie maker.
Night.
Impress us.
Yeah.
with
Did you
movies.
just say goodnight?
Not for
Yeah,
long.
good night.
Good night. Bye.
What's
Podcast
what's
over.
rattling around your brain lately?
I forgot. I have to recap this, right? It was lost in the original
You
video.
don't have to recap
right?
anything.
Yeah, say something new. Make up a thing.
No.
In the vault.
No, I want to re-say what I say.
Just bullshit for 20 minutes.
About.
But no, I want to talk about this again. I wanted to do Austria Gorge, which we've been talking about for a long time, which is a horror movie, a short horror movie, mainly because film is expensive. That's why it's short. The short things are less expensive.
Well, have you thought about like using like Kickstarter?
Just the way he.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Because all you need
It's
to do
like-
for that is just make like
it's
that
a
teaser
cartoon
that we talked about.
Like artsy and shit.
It might take more than
Yeah,
that.
it might take.
Well,
more
yeah,
than
but
that,
I'm just
though.
saying like it's a start. If,
I
if getting
kinda
money
wanna-
is a big issue.
Get some sort of film out there to show that
He did.
there is actual filmmaking
An
acumen
existing
in
fan
a
base.
team
Yeah.
before I do something like Kickstarter, because it would be a lot easier to do that and instead of just bothering
enough.
your fucking friends and family for cash.
Well,
It'd
and
be better to actually have a film and be like, hey, look, we can actually make a movie.
And that's actually exactly why I wanted to start this, because this way we would all be able to, again, we'd be able to sit around a table, speak creatively and relatively non-judgmentally of
Relatively.
Jews,
Unless
about-
you're a Jewish
unless you're a Jew.
And hunched
about
over.
about
Then
like
you
the
must
shit that we want to
be a
do,
voice
and from
actor.
there we can we can get excited about it. We can actually push forward
Right.
and do something.
Let's talk about Austria Gorge. It's about the rake. You guys know the rake?
We do. They might.
Anybody want
Remind
to
me,
explain
what-
the rake?
It's like Slender Man, right?
Nah.
No.
It's like a more
It's like a-
visceral Slender
It's
Man.
like a foil. I'm gonna bring back
It's
my
like a
Slender-
tulpa.
sixth grade
not right.
vocabulary
No.
words.
Think of
It's a
if
foil
Slender Man
character.
is cerebral,
What? Don't
the
look at me
rake
like
is
that.
more
You mean the
physical.
math term from sixth grade?
Yeah.
As I said, visceral.
Listen,
See, I can
nobody
do
wants
that.
your $10 words.
Give me my $1.99.
I demand my
Visceral's
change.
like 7 at best.
At
I
most,
mean,
depending on what grade you're in.
Even
No,
on
no,
a
no,
bad
I
day.
got him. It's a math term.
Is-
But
Nailed
no,
it.
you got
It is.
you got Slender Man who's like tall guy in a suit, no face. It's like, oh, he's creepy. He's over there. Could he be looking at me? Who knows? He doesn't have eyeballs. But
No one knows
That's
what
really
Slender
why
Man
people
is
are
looking
scared.
at.
that's really why they're
therein
scared.
lies the danger.
Does
Because
he
if it
have
does-
eyeballs?
If it doesn't have eyes,
How does he know I'm here?
Oh my
He
god.
doesn't-
That's really, he's really just misunderstood.
how does he?
He actually has
be
no idea where he is.
Yeah, he
all the
really
time.
just wants someone to help him because he can't see.
Like all
Someone hold my dick.
It's
Because
been
he
so
can't see where he's peeing.
Oh,
Who is missing
why
his
wouldn't
It's
you
the
just
greatest.
kinda
It's the
pee and
greatest
let it go?
plight of all.
like most
Is
of
it?
us
You
do.
think Slender Man's like a sloppy dude? He dresses in a suit. He doesn't just want to pee willy nilly.
So he's stuck in like this purgatory of, oh, I'm dressed fancy, but I have to urinate.
But I can't.
If only
I
somebody
I
could
can't
help
hit the
this
fucking
blind
urinal.
fellow.
I'm always pissing on my shoes.
Guys, like seriously, that sounds terrible.
And who's Mr.
Like
Rake?
I wouldn't want that.
I do not wish that on my worst enemy.
Can you explain
Um,
Rake or like what the story's gonna be
what he
about?
actually
or, like, the
is,
general
I guess.
The
or, like,
Rake
what's
is,
behind the.
we'll like to
behind
say,
the rake?
the opposite of
A
a
lawn.
I'll put a link to a photo in the
A
description.
dirty
too.
lawn.
I'm gonna pull one up.
He's a bit more of like a just basically a feral creature. He's got like the knife fingers.
I think he looks
you
a
know.
lot scarier than Slender
He
Man,
does.
honestly.
He's got
Well,
like
he's
it's
more
a
like
$1
he's more like
eye.
shock value kind of gory
Which is
kind of
fine,
stuff. Well,
yeah.
Slenderman's all about getting in your head and messy images and following you around.
Do you
for
know
months. As his
Yeah.
stories usually
Honestly-
go? The Rake is just like, oh, I'm gonna approach you in the woods and then I'm just gonna rip you to pieces.
Yeah.
Or there's also variations where he talks to you in your sleep or some shit.
Is it at least like scary stuff, or
Think
Yeah.
think like
it wouldn't be like, so hey, what'd you have for breakfast today?
I mean,
Okay,
that would
yeah.
still be pretty creepy.
Yeah.
Does he like to sleep on the
Yeah,
bed?
but-
Yeah.
any type of bed.
Like,
Like
yeah,
he
for
makes his
breakfast
own
today.
bedding from the flesh of his
Milk and eggs. bitch.
dead food.
Good save.
That when I look at him, I think immediately of Carnage. Like
Chicken
that's
is
what I
big.
get to.
Got a real Carnage vibe.
Carnage, like on a diet.
Yes,
A
like
severe
super
diet.
skinny.
Diet Carnage.
Diet Carnage. Yeah.
Carnage Zero.
Diet Carnage.
The new Carnage.
I love that soda.
So good.
Always
Reminds me of my
good.
childhood.
And so, considering Slenderman is usually done in projects that last a really long time,
Thank you.
like Marble Hornets, and
He's still cool.
that's the only one I can actually remember off the top of my head.
Like
But-
all those projects, like Marble Hornets and.
And
Like,
the other
all
ones.
of these things, like,
It's a fucking video game.
Well, I'm talking about how it takes a long time to tell
Now
the
it
story of how Slender Man is
'Cause you have to
yeah.
plant
chasing
the
them
seed.
across seasons. You know?
Yeah. Truly.
Well,
There's
the rake
other
is going to
stuff
be
going on
more
in
just
Eastwood,
like,
too, right?
you know, guy goes into woods, is attacked by clawed monster, and, you know, probably dies. I mean, I think most people would die.
That'd be cool.
I wouldn't die.
I'd sure die.
Yeah.
At least you can admit it.
Yeah.
He
But
said
it's
with a
kind of-
smile in his
yeah,
face and
it's-
a glimmer in his eye.
It's kind of worrying that you so readily just lie down and take it, though.
Yeah, knife
I mean, I
creature,
can't- I
big
can't fight
eyes,
that
I'm
thing.
down.
I never have anything on my person that could be used to like defend myself. Like if I'm caught out in the woods and like there's a rake chasing me, I've got like a cell phone, a set of keys, and like my wallet.
I can
I'm
think
like,
of
I'm
at
so
least
boned.
3 ways to kill it
I
with
can't
those
do
3
it.
things.
What are you gonna do? Stab it in the eye with your fucking house key?
Yep.
Pay it off
Like,
with your
yeah.
wallet.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Blind it so it's in a fury, then mount it and stab it in the neck.
Why do you have to
Yeah.
mount it to stab?
Because
it?
you just stab
in
it at the
neck
base of the
with,
skull,
with a
right?
key,
Right here.
with that
Why am I
house key.
Have you ever touched this like base of your skull? It's so soft.
I have
You could
touched
kill
it.
someone so easy there. Now I'm.
Whenever I touch something soft in myself, I'm like, man,
Well,
I
no,
could kill
it's
anybody here
exactly-
really easily.
It's exactly like my irrational fear whenever I crack my neck and I expose that fucking like the jugular. I'm really afraid someone's gonna be behind me and just.
I thought you were
fucking
gonna
cut
say it's like every time I crack my neck, I worry it's just gonna break, and then I'm
it. No, I don't have rational
paralyzed for life.
I thought that was a normal fear.
Is it?
Every time you crack your neck, you're like, oh,
Oh, man,
I
that's
would
awesome.
never
Hell,
worry
I got-
about
A buddy of mine does like the whole.
I don't
Crack his neck, and it's
crack
really
that
bad.
shit.
He's gonna die that way.
Yeah.
And I keep on saying, you know, you are gonna die that way, and I'm not gonna feel sorry for you.
I'm gonna watch you go
I'm
limp
gonna
and laugh,
for
bitch.
a little bit, and then go, oh, and then I'm gonna really laugh.
So
I'm gonna take pictures and tweet that.
Yeah.
Like, oh shit. Well, okay.
Guess he's dead now. Shit, I need to find someone else to pay the rent.
So the rake.
Yeah. So that's the.
So the rake. Yeah.
Well, okay. So now go more into like the actual movie.
But do you
Like
have
we
an
know the
idea?
story.
If he
how-
go to the woods and like just get murdered, or
Probably.
I mean, let's be real.
Like I said, I figure most people would.
It's only looking at like a 10, 15 minute
10,
film.
15
I mean,
easily.
So like,
Okay.
what's it
It's
gonna
all-
be? Is
it's
it
all
just
about the
so
hunt.
the guy is the guy looking for it? Is the guy like, I wonder where the cabin is?
oh no, I crashed my car in the woods.
I think we found our lead
I
actor.
looked for Sasquatch
I like to go for long walks, you
Oh,
know,
God,
in
I'm
the
so
trees,
without my phone.
midnight.
Oh no, I fell off a cliff.
Oh no.
I guess it will technically
I
take
twisted
place
my
in the
ankle.
past because it will be filmed like a found footage movie using Super 8 film, which is of course.
is it like first person? So like it's like the guy carrying the camera? Then?
Yeah,
Like
found-
a, like a
found
Blair
footage
Witch
film.
Cloverfield thing.
Okay.
I believe the term is. What was it? Mockumentary? Is that what it is?
No,
No.
no, that's like Spinal Tap.
No.
No,
Well, no. Blair Witch is a mockumentary though,
True.
I
because
mean,
it's a fake
Kind of.
documentary.
technically it falls under
starts
the
out
same
that way.
heading, but I think most people would call it like found footage
Found
horror
footage.
instead.
Okay. Well, fuck those people.
Because it's
Paranormal
because
Activity.
it's really hard to like
It's,
justify
uh,
putting like Spinal Tap and Blair Witch in like the same header. You're
I
like,
have
forgotten.
something's amiss here.
I have no qualms doing that.
Well, you're
I
not.
have about 5 distinct qualms.
Only 5 though. A shockingly low number.
About 5 qualms.
So
But-
Super 8. Things.
Yes, on Super 8 film because well, first off, I don't have a very good digital camera.
It's decent.
I mean, it's decent, but
I do.
like I was saying when I first thought of this project, like low quality traditional film looks better than low quality digital does.
I do agree.
It
True.
absolutely does. And I mean, not only mainly for the aesthetic fact of like actual film has such an interesting look to it, and this would be kind of cheap, black and white, you know, not very distinct, maybe a little out of focus, just because of the quality of the film. And I think that could really add to that kind of, you know, a found footage formula where they're.
No, keep going.
Could have gone on without him speaking if you hadn't just looked at him. Could have just gone
I'm
right past
sorry.
that. Now instead it's a thing, and everyone will just be like, "God damn it!"
I think what got him was the fact that when he looked at me, I looked like a deer in the headlights. Like,
Like, oh no,
like he found out.
I'm
Maybe if
opening
I
the
stay
beer.
still, you won't see
Here it
me.
goes. Oh, he's looking at me.
Now back to the
Continue.
Well, no.
Didn't you say a buddy of ours actually made like the prosthetics for like the claw?
He does.
Really?
Crystal
Did
has
Chris
them.
say he made them?
Did he?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
He has like all fucking like the whole set
I
too.
think he actually said
Yeah,
that.
of
He
course,
spent a
he's
whole day
he's
because he
in
was bored.
Idaho, but I suppose
So
that
those
now
ain't
prosthetics are
nothing but
totally
fame.
like 500 miles away.
Yeah.
But
He can can he mail them though?
Well, I mean,
They're
Can you-
essentially
can you
like
mail
six.
claws?
Well, they're like 6 long wooden knives, essentially.
well, dude, I've been wanting to go down to Idaho now because he's been doing his regular thing and finding all the breweries around there.
Yeah.
So
Some of which are apparently really good.
I've been wanting to find an excuse to go down there. So if I go down there, I'll be like, I'll have a couple beers and come back home with. I had some good beers and here's
some knives.
here's some knife fingers. Here you go. Ian.
Truly the best vacation.
It was a good weekend.
We had a hell of a time. Oh my god, booze and knife
Cocaine is
fingers.
a hell of a drug, man.
So ultimately, this wouldn't be. Did you want to kickstart Ostrich Gorge, or did you want to do Ostrich Gorge then kickstart something else?
I figured Ostrich Gorge. I mean, you're talking about a found footage movie, so with a guy in the woods. So you're basically looking at one guy who would be some sort of, some sort of iteration of the creature of the rig in front of the camera. So like a cast of one plus the voice of the cameraman. You're talking a very small production.
I think
Yeah.
we've actually talked about that.
Yeah, it would probably be you doing
That's
the
fine,
guy
yeah.
voicing the camera.
Well, initially
as
you also
of course,
mentioned.
we do the camera work and then we do the
Yeah.
audio afterwards.
Right. Well, I know you also initially talked to our friend Mark to possibly. I thought I heard that.
To play the rig.
To-
Possibly
Yeah,
the
that
story.
was messing around early days. I don't know if I'm actually gonna fully show the creature as like, oh, it's a guy in a suit.
Right.
I'm thinking that all of it will be prosthetics that are
Which is
never
good,
viewed together.
Oh, cool. Okay.
So
Well,
you see just parts of the creature because it's one of those basic rules. You never want to show
The whole thing, right? I agree.
anything.
well, and the low
'Cause the minute
quality
you
of the
do-
film helps out with that.
Yeah.
It's easier to hide it because the film in general is going to be kind of dark and like.
Well, and after all, we don't really have, or I don't have the freaking money to actually achieve any really good special effects, so I can just hide under
You don't
low quality
necessarily.
movies.
You don't necessarily need though a lot of money to get good special effects.
You do
though.
need the software though,
Yeah.
That's true.
which
Well,
is
plus
still
you're
like
talking about not
$300
digital
at
film
least.
and
Yeah.
special effects put
Conversion
into
and
like
shit.
a converted.
I
From
might have
traditional
a
film
couple
would be
friends with this web series that I'm working on that
Mhm.
might be able to give you cheaper deals on 8 film.
Super 8.
Cheaper
Like
deals.
how
Well, I don't like he.
like
Do you know? Have you heard the name Dan Smiley?
nope.
Self promotion for Dan Smiley right here. He does a lot of the smaller, like he does film projects a lot around downtown. Like I've heard his name up a couple times. He's normally used to just doing either lights, cinematography, or both of those.
Mhm.
And so he has a lot of that gear. So he might actually either have some and be willing to give you a deal, or he knows a guy who knows a guy.
Okay.
So I can.
Does he usually work with Super 8 film, or would he?
I think he has a couple times. He does a lot of digital nowadays, but even though
Right.
he would at least know what you're talking about and know where to set you in a direction if you're.
Well, I
looking
mean,
for a lead.
Super 8. It's the film. It's what you would have used if you were doing your home movies. Like instead of your
Yeah.
instead of your smartphone, you'd be using this giant
The actual
bulky
camera, yeah.
that uses Super 8 film.
It looks like a weird gun.
It does.
Does the guy
Camera
start out
gun.
trying to make a movie?
What?
Guy start out trying to make a movie?
What?
Does the guy start trying to make a movie? Is that why he's in the forest?
Oh, it's all really fuzzy details. I'm pretty sure he's going in there for some sort of like project. I don't know. if
Maybe he's
it's
just
for his
filming
class.
wildlife.
Wasn't
or
it
some
like
shit.
trees or something?
Documentary.
I
Like
think
he
it was. I
doing-
wanted it to be something like really boring.
Right.
Like just straight up
Like you hate
I'm
this
going in
asshole.
the woods, and it's a stupid fucking project where I'm looking at a tree, but I got this new camera, and I'm really goddamn excited about it, and I'm going into the woods.
Do you want
Well,
the
that's
audience
everyone
to
who
be?
ever gets like a camera for the first time though does.
Yeah, like I need to go mess around with my camera, and so it's less
Show
of him.
why I
You
bought
see,
it.
like a few of his futile attempts to look professional and do like this thing for I don't know if it'd be like a
For
art
whatever,
class.
yeah.
Who cares? Some sort of artsy shit.
Yeah.
But most of it, you see just him fucking around with the film that he has because he's got his new camera.
Yeah.
And in the midst of him trying to get like this wide shot of well, it was going to be a tree in the original day, right? Because he was after this freaking tree in the forest in Ostrich Gorge.
Yeah.
And in doing the shot and panning back, he kind of falls over, takes a tumble, and that's how he does the transition from day to night. Because it'd be pretty stupid to go out in the nighttime in the first place.
Especially in
Right.
the woods.
Yeah, especially in the
There
woods.
are animals.
I mean,
out there.
nighttime anywhere is
Yeah,
dangerous,
ugh.
but in the woods.
Yeah, and we're making a horror movie, so there can't be stupid people in
That's
it. That would
right.
just-
Oh man.
Yeah.
Who ever
God
heard of
forbid.
that?
That's just
Fuck it.
ridiculous.
I haven't. That's a lie.
Ian's a bad liar.
Go on.
So,
But yeah, and then
cool,
from there
okay.
it would just be a slow discovery of the creature, and then the final confrontation.
Now, quick question. It's slow discovery, so I'm guessing he's going to be like seeing small parts of it.
well, I
So-
figure at first, like, he tries to get out, right?
Yeah.
It's fucking nighttime. I've smacked my head hard enough that I've gone unconscious, which of course is not really
That probably should
possible.
be.
But movie
Yeah.
magic, so
Fuck it.
but he's like, I'm gonna try to find my way out of these woods, and I don't want him to be like, oh, I can't find a way out of the woods. Where's the car? This is the same lot. Like none of
just
like
want
none
to
of,
go home.
like a Boy Scout. Like okay, I know how to get out of the woods. It's not really that difficult.
Right.
But in the process of getting out, he'll like. I think some of the ideas we had thrown around was, he comes across like a carcass that's been
Okay.
not just eaten, but
Like, yeah.
mutilated by some sort of.
Yeah.
So we gotta find a
whatever.
dead deer and like
Yeah,
play with it and like film it.
and then he's like filming it.
Oh.
Well, no, yeah,
Brandon's
we'll find
out.
an actual
Brandon's
deer. That's most of the budget right there is killing
know what?
and mutilating the deer.
If we're not gonna actually mutilate a deer, I'm that's really not feeling this all of a sudden.
You go to like your budget advisor and you want to mutilate a deer? Is it? Yeah, I was hoping.
It's like on
we
your
don't have that room. We can give you a turtle.
you can mutilate.
You
a
can
turtle.
mutilate the turtle.
If
How
you
about
can
that?
get it out of the shell.
It's like on your bucket list, Jake.
If you
Like,
can get it out
mutilate
of
a
the
deer.
mutilate a deer. God damn it.
Have you heard of the movie Cannibal Holocaust?
Yes.
Heard of it?
The turtle mutilation thing. It's like an old horror movie from like the 70s,
It's
and the
really
guy
bad.
Yeah.
the guy who made it got into a lot of trouble because they actually killed animals for the movie, and
Oh,
they
shit, okay.
they killed the fuck out of a turtle like on camera,
Yeah.
and it's apparently
How
just
big a
awful,
turtle?
but like a big ass
Like,
Brazilian tortoise.
Like
got it.
like a
Like-
tortoise.
Got it. So
So something
big
you would
thing,
feel
like,
bad.
like this table.
Like
Yeah.
80-year-old
Got it.
turtle.
yeah, like a table of
Big
turtle.
old turtle.
That's a lot of
Like
turtle.
a table turtle.
I don't think even sea turtles get that big.
Like they
You
stop
could
moving.
ride
the legs
a
come
turtle.
up,
Do
and
I
you sit your
look
beers
like
on
a
top.
zoologist?
That'd be awesome.
You mean a marine biologist?
Zoologist is someone who studies animals.
Hold on,
so
I'll
it
call
works
my sister.
all together.
But they're not animals, they're
Marine
amphibians.
zoologist.
They're animals.
Amphibians are animals.
Hold on.
We are animals.
Maybe
Animal
to-
is like an encompassing.
I don't know about you, but I'm civilized.
Plant, animal, mineral.
But animals never had a war. Who's the real animal?
Sorry.
So
I'm trying.
this asks.
People
So
keep saying shit about voice acting, and I'm going.
I know.
I could do.
So Ostrich Gorge, I don't want to give away, I guess, too much because then people just know the story.
Because it'll be real one day. And then
Yeah.
they'll be like, I'm not
And
going to
they'll be
watch
like,
it.
fuck
I
that.
heard that stupid
already
fucking
know it.
podcast, and now I know everything.
Which is really the Achilles heel of this entire idea. But fuck it, whatever.
Giving away all of
Yeah,
our trade
I don't
secrets.
give a shit. Yeah, because we have so many trade
Right.
secrets.
I got questions. How do you spell Ostrich for your movie?
Do we have enough time
I think
for
we spell
questions
it
so I can go to the bathroom?
OSTRY.
Okay. Do you have
it's
a
very
okay location
unprofessional,
in
but
mind?
go for it.
No,
Oh, okay.
that is one
Very
of our.
unprofessional, but go for it.
That is one of
We
our,
can-
our first
I can
things
hold
is
it.
to get a finished script
Well, I mean, we're
and
gonna
to
go
get.
for like an hour.
I figured we
Hour
were.
and
If that's
20
all
minutes.
right.
What do you call
Go
that
ahead.
when you
You might as
look
well.
for
Okay, I'll just go right
places?
here.
Sorry,
What do you call it when you look for places? You're like,
It's a podcast.
location.
I'll be
Right?
right
oh, okay, okay. Yeah, we call it that. Location hunting.
Yeah, absolutely. I was gonna have Mark help me with that because he's actually someone whose major had something to do with, terrain. He actually had an awesome program provided to him by like the national park people.
I couldn't get that shit to run.
You couldn't get it. to
I
run?
could not. Like, I
It was
tried
some
my
sort of-
damnedest.
Could that have been a
Crazy map that
byproduct of your
shows all
shitty
of the-
computer?
No, because it was when my
Terrain
computer was new that I was
features.
doing it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's the problem. You should have installed Gentoo.
I should have. I just fucking ripped Windows off there, fucking dove into fucking Linux, which is shit I don't understand,
Yeah.
and be like, let's do this.
I would have fixed it. Not really.
What the fuck, man?
I'm sorry.
I'm not smart enough for
I
that.
had to plug something.
He
That's
knows.
fine.
I don't know.
Yeah, that makes sense. So, Ostrich Gorge,
So us.
watch out for it.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
It's gonna be real someday.
It's gonna be
In
great.
theaters this
Never.
December.
No.
On
it's
the
not.
internet, probably at some point.
Maybe.
Mitchell,
Who
do you have
knows?
something in mind?
What?
Isn't that Mitchell?
Mitch.
He's not here.
Mitch isn't
He
here.
just went upstairs.
Mitch disappeared.
Mitch
the
is
joke.
here. He's just very quiet
Yeah,
right
he's
now.
Mitch
busy
is
taking
dead.
a very long drink of death.
I'll even say it.
So-
Okay.
Let's move on to Andrew with his mini.
Me.
You have a project.
I have a couple of ventures. One personal and one educational, I presume, or assume, both.
Fucking.
All right, I guess I'll get started on the blog. A couple of years ago, I started reviewing rock music on the internet, that newfangled shit that everyone hates.
I like the way you say
Modern rock.
rock
Sing
music.
Rock
Sing
music. Well, because it's a really wide base of like stuff that I listen to these days, and so it's really hard to pin down to anything except just using the broadest available term. But anyway, so I did that for a little bit, and then I got super lazy and stopped for a while. And
Who amongst us can say?
Like he's talking about my life.
yeah. It's a,
well, and at that point, I was kind of doing it to try and get internet famous. Because I was going to be like hot shit. I was going to be like, this will be on my resume when I'm trying to get newspaper jobs. Because newspaper's totally not dying.
yeah, not at all. Even though they do nothing but tell you that newspapers die.
Yeah, so I gave up on that. I started getting into more electronic media the last couple of years. But I've also, over the last couple of months, been inspired to start writing again just because it was something to do. So I started a blog on the internet. It's at rockrelapse.wordpress.com. I'm too cheap to actually buy a domain for it.
$10 is expensive.
It is. It's a lot of money.
Is that per
And
month? It's per year.
I think it's per year. I could totally shell it out, but like
God.
the,
Oh, but yeah, then
the
you
last
have
time I
to-
posted was like a month ago, so it's
Yeah.
like I need to at least be somewhat committed. Right now, I kind of just write whenever I feel like it. Whenever an album comes along that inspires me to say something. There's been just kind of a lot of decidedly average shit the last couple of months. Like, I'll listen to it and I'm like, I don't have any feelings about this. So
I don't
like,
love this.
I can't write about this for 3 paragraphs. There's literally nothing for me to say about
You
it.
can do a sentence where you're like, I don't really care about it.
I don't like this. This is bad.
2.5 stars.
I
out of
feel
5.
that I don't feel anything.
I'm indifferent.
Mostly
Strongly about it.
strongly indifferent.
But I will say you could probably expect a little bit of activity from it in the next week or two because 2 new albums have recently
Danger Kids.
crossed my desk.
Is it Danger Kids?
Danger Kids is one of them. They're this kick-ass band. They're like if Linkin Park had a baby with a day to remember. Would you say that's an accurate?
That is incredibly accurate.
Yeah.
It's old Linkin Park though.
Yeah, well,
like hybrid theory.
Yeah,
Linkin Park.
not like a Thousand
Oh,
Suns
dude.
shit.
Which
because-
is still good. I like it.
yeah,
but
I love A Thousand Suns, but that's beside the point. That's neither
Yeah,
here nor there.
exactly.
No, it's like rap rock kind of infused with that new screamy shit that all the kids are doing these days. And then the new album
23 years
from the new album from the Naked and Famous just hit the internet this week and will be released on sometime.
But you certainly don't have that
In
yet
the
at all.
future.
Yeah, I haven't heard it, but someone who has heard it
I trust them very much.
tells me that it's very, very, very good. It's total opposite of like Danger Kids. It's like kind of electronic indie bullshit. They had that big hit Youngblood like a year or 2 ago. But no, their first album was really good. This one's even better. I'll definitely be saying something about that in the upcoming future.
Have you looked at Get Shallow yet?
Get Shallow. No, I have not listened to that. Why don't you plug them real quick? Because you might as well on this
Okay.
soapbox you've got.
The soapbox that I always get on every chance I get because
Yeah.
it's fucking rad.
You might as well.
So, I'm not gonna say good. I'm friends with them. I'm not good friends with them, but friends of mine.
I'm friends with the band.
I'm friends with the band. So friends of mine.
Let me in the club.
Their the name of the band is Grenadina. They're based out of Lawrence, Kansas. They're this. I guess you call them indie rock.
That's a pretty good one.
It's like yeah, they're independent. Yeah, they're independent and they make rock music. But the point is that this a while ago, I think it was like maybe 6 months, they drove on out to Ohio, and they sat down with a fairly notable producer. Like he's not like huge.
Rick
but
Rubin.
It wasn't Rick Rubin. I'm sorry, but I can't for the life of me remember his name. But he's done some good shit. But they sat down and they made a 5 or 6 track EP. It's called Get Shallow, and you can get it on their Bandcamp. It's grenadina.bandcamp.com. Seriously, it's like $5, I think, if that. But it's their first thing. It's like professionally done studio recordings, and it's so fucking good.
Now, like, what kind of actual music is it? Like,
It's the best way I can describe it is indie rock.
Okay.
It's a lot of guitar.
I like
and they base it heavily. It seems on riffs. So it's all really catchy.
Cool.
They also the drummer Steph Petros.
Yeah.
She's so fucking good at drums.
There's like
Alright.
some guitar and some drums.
Shut up.
And it's a rock band.
And it's a rock. No, they push. They're very riff heavy. There's not a lot of rhythm. It's all like melody.
Cool. All right.
But they're.
Well, just because I was one of the many that wore a shirt, so I would actually like to hear them.
Yeah, I mean, shit. I have the album if you want to.
All right,
But what I don't understand is why they let off with Locomotion though, which is their first single. Like, it's a good song, but it's not the best song on the album. Like, there's shit. What is it?
The best song on the album is never the single.
Yeah, which is
It's normally
disappointing.
the case,
I've never heard that song before. What is that?
It's
Never
coming
the
out
single.
next year. It's
Never
going to
the
be awesome.
Never the single.
Never the single. But yeah, the whole album.
I've heard it.
The whole EP is really good.
I got
Um,
shivers.
I think I would make babies to it. Like, it's my kind of baby making music. And also if you're into it, they're a big part of the LGBT community. 3/4 of the band is homosexual. Everyone but Katie Ford. I
2.5
believe.
people.
3 people.
Nah.
They're a standard band, Ian.
What a band!
Not like some
Is it
alien
like
freak people.
3 people and a midget?
Not that we have anything against alien freak people.
No, that's fine.
Just choose.
Unless
But yeah, it's I really like it. They're gonna go places. If they get a foot in the door, they're gonna hit it pretty hard.
Pay me $10, I'll review them on my blog.
I'll give you no bucks and you can review them on your
Give me
blog.
$20 and it's a 5-star review.
Really?
This is the music industry.
$20?
Talking to you, Pitchfork. Bitch.
Oh.
Jake, make
Shots
a website.
fired.
Damn.
Shots fired.
Oh shit!
Make
Dropping
a website and you
bombs.
can cross plug.
That was us being
Dude,
killed.
I cross plug like a motherfucker.
Well, there you go.
I am
Pitchfork
I am
Media's gonna kill him.
shit. Ask him. I use my face. I am a fucking just. I plug the shit out of everything.
You're a whore.
I'm a
Just
whore.
saying.
I'm a whore. I am a promotional
plug
whore.
Plug and whore.
I've noticed that.
The things I enjoy, I make sure people know I enjoy.
You do.
But yeah, I really like them. I really think you should at least listen to it, if not review it.
I keep planning to, and then I just
Don't.
don't.
So,
I don't even have an excuse.
I'm just all like, I'm gonna do that,
And then I don't do it.
I don't do that. And
I do the opposite.
Nick, I like too much coffee.
Played Uncharted.
What's the name of the band again? Plug it again.
Grenadina.
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 I thought it was Mandarin Ninth or something.
What?
I don't know.
Can we
You
start a
said
band
Grenadina.
called Mandarin
I
Knights?
thought you
Fight
said
Squad!
Mandarin
Fight
Knights.
Squad!
God damn it.
Grenadina.
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 I wanna
Like
start-
like the sweetener
I'm gonna write
for
that
alcohol,
down.
but with an A instead of an E.
I can't spell
Check
that.
on the Google.
okay.
Is Mandarin Knights taken?
Just quick, somebody.
So anyway,
Yeah, back to fucking Andrew shit.
Where was I?
Sidetracked.
Where were you?
You're talking about your blog, Danger Kids, The Naked and Famous.
Yeah, Danger Kids, Naked and Famous are like 2 probably top 10 albums I've heard this year. Check out Bring Me the Horizon, Let Live, Darling Parade,
I got hooked on them now. Thanks
Nothing More. These are all no-name bands. And then the new Fall Out Boy records, Killer, Justin Timberlake's fantastic.
Now, was it Fall Out Boy that did My Songs Know What You Do?
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay.
their
I haven't
songs
heard
do
the rest
know
of the-
what you did in the
I need
dark.
to.
It's an
need the rest of
insane
the
album. It's really, really
Okay.
great.
So
And I'm a
good.
long time Fall Out
Because
Boy
actually,
fan.
I think you got me into that song.
So good, yeah. We listened to it on our way back
Under-
from Arkansas.
Arkansas.
But yeah, the Justin Timberlake album's great. The blog's only for rock music because I'm trying to just like, I don't want to alienate people who are like, oh cool, this blog's talking about Bring Me the Horizon. What is he doing reviewing Kanye West? Fuck this shit.
But Andrew, Yeezus was fantastic.
Jesus was fantastic, but the problem is there's so many closed-minded fucking music fans out there, dude.
There goes
I
half
was-
our fucking listeners.
Well, yeah. Frankly, if you're just
Half
a
of our
dumbass about it, I don't care.
half
But like,
of our 5 people.
I frequent this message
2.5
board
people.
that's full of like rock music fans, but then they'll also be saying just the dumbest shit all the time about like why the fuck is Kanye West even relevant? I'm like, the dude's relevant because he makes fucking brilliant music that your dumb plebe mind can't handle.
I think we've hit our plebe
Hold on,
quota for the
hold on,
night, alright?
Hold on. What is a plebe? And
God damn it.
It's like I've had this conversation before.
Oh, man.
That's your 1 out
Deja
of
vu
10
right now?
score. Plebe.
So yeah, the blog's only for rock music, but I'm into a bunch of other shit too. That I'm expanding my horizons by the day. I'm really excited for the new Drake album that comes out in like a month. But yeah, there's that, and then I'm also in school for electronic media shit right now, and the most notable of those is that I'm taking a film class. So much like my friend Ian here,
Yeah.
I'm starting to dabble in the world of filmmaking. My current project is to do just a 2-minute PSA or commercial or documentary. This is great. This is the first time any of you have heard this. It's the first time I've said it out loud. Because we just got the assignment.
Before, only in my dreams.
I just got it like 6 hours ago.
We got the assignment today, so this is like fresh out of my brain.
Oh shit.
I'm going to do a 2-minute PSA to tip your fucking pizza delivery driver.
No, Andrew.
Otherwise,
here's
what,
just
no,
a
like,
box.
This is not a point of pride for me. Don't consider that. But
There's nothing to do
So
with
like,
the fact
is it
that
a PSA of
I
like
myself.
yeah.
the crying Indian? You know, if you don't.
I'm
Your
definitely
delivery
thinking of like
And
a
like
little,
a single tear.
no, I'm not even, I don't know what you're talking about, but I'm definitely like, thinking like
I don't know.
I've been watching Survivor marathons on TVGN this last
Okay.
week. Follow me. But
I don't want to
every one commercial
follow
break
you down
per
the trail of
episode.
change.
It's not your typical 2-minute commercial break. I get like a 5-minute PSA that's basically the same as those fucking Sarah McLachlan dying animal commercials.
I can't watch those.
They're awful, and this one's even worse. It's this lady with a sad dog, and its name is something.
Man, that sounds really
That's
funny.
actually its name because it had neglectful owners. You see?
Oh, okay.
No, but
Get over here,
it's like 5 minutes of this sad fucking dog, and this dog lived the worst life that a dog can live.
And if you call
And
now,
if you call now and give us $40 a month, this dog will
That
probably
is so much money.
die
this dog
a
can
little less.
finally go to college like he's trained.
But no,
Dog.
So going back to the original point, because I've been seeing a lot of those, so that's what fresh in my brain. Is I do want to include an element of tear jerking PSAs in it, like really play up the plight of the pizza delivery driver.
So you can have a woman come out and hold you and be like, "This is a pizza delivery guy."
I mean, that,
Are you gonna
You
have?
haven't tipped him.
see, I'm not
I know
gonna
what
lie,
you
that's,
said.
that's not a bad idea. It's
That's pretty good.
I might do a simulated event, where I'm walking up to someone's door,
Right.
and knock knock, here's your pizza. And they're like, oh thanks, and really focus on them handing me
Here's a
exact
stick of gum.
change, and a stick of gum is still a tip.
No.
sorry.
What about what?
I
Okay,
got
so
tipped in banana bread once.
that's rad.
That's actually.
Well, that's
Um,
great, but
I have-
like a single
yeah,
Wrigley's, I mean, I'd kill that.
I have a question though.
They gave me
Do
a
you-
Pringle.
Uh,
Now
so-
I want Pringles all night.
So, assuming, say
It's a curse.
you deliver a pizza, and you go up to this nice house. It's nothing special, but it's a house.
It is a house.
It is a house. And you knock on the door, and a gentleman opens the door, but he's naked. Do you take the fact that he let you
Hello.
glimpse his 12-inch dick as a tip,
Why did we get
That's
so
like a
or do
gift.
you just? Well,
Can I clarify for a second that I am not a homosexual male?
No, it's
Well,
For
no,
the whole
but,
internet
but see, it's being implied that me thinking glimpsing a dude's dick is good enough for a tip. I'm like, yeah, I'd take that. No, that's not a that.
I would take it as a tip. I'd be like, damn, he's confident.
That-
All right.
I need
That,
two
that's
tips
that's
after
a
that.
tip, but that's not the tip I want.
Oh, there it is.
that was-
On a related note, I
Never
have
got
heard
canceled.
I have heard stories from my coworkers.
Of penises?
boning?
I should point out, I do work in pizza delivery.
In case you guys aren't following us on this.
I have
Put
heard
that in
tales
the
from my
bio on our
coworkers
website.
of women who
Coming soon.
flash them sometimes.
That's
Seriously?
rad.
I guess.
That's
Well,
actually kinda cool.
it makes sense. There's women and men out there.
I did want to ask.
There are.
Who have like a fetish for exhibitionism and shit. So if they're one of those girls, they're like, oh, I'm gonna flash the pizza delivery boy because I'm feeling randy.
It's
Is she,
Thursday. It's my
touching-
Randy
is
night.
she touching a guy named Randy?
This here is my
This
Randy.
is I'm feeling Randy.
If I walk up,
Randy.
if I walk up to the door and deliver the pizza, and the chick who I'm giving it to is A, attractive, and B, flashes some goods, I'm like, all right, that's a tip. I'll take that.
Why she
But
gotta
that
be
hasn't
attractive,
happened
though?
to you.
That has not happened to me.
I mean-
I've never once dealt with a naked person in my 3 years of pizza
Well,
delivery.
that's disappointing.
Which is really strange because apparently it happens to everyone else.
I think they're talking a big game.
They might be. Well, and to be fair, some of my coworkers have worked in delivery for like 40 years.
Oh,
so,
shit.
I mean,
Okay,
of
well, that
course,
makes sense then.
They've seen and done it all.
It's a beautiful violin you're playing, Mitch.
Play new violin because you haven't
Was
seen
it
it
a
naked
violin?
person.
It looked like a violin.
You're supposed to play the world's smallest violin.
I mean,
That
if
was
you want,
that was
have.
a fairly large violin.
I was giving you.
I have my
because
violin.
whenever I do this, people always go, "Do you want money?" And I say, "Yes."
Dude, here, give me
I'm
give me
petting
money.
the smallest kitten.
So
And you're going to pay this kid.
poor Andrew with his blight of not getting tipped in titties.
Light.
Also, another great band name, Tipped in Titties.
Ooh,
I like it.
Write it down, and somebody get that website for me.
Tipped in titties.
Mitch,
Got
are
that.
you writing it on your arm?
They don't know that. Now they do.
So yeah, and Andrew's.
So is
Horrible
being
blight.
is being tipped in titties going to be part of your
Is that like
PSA?
on your
Is that
bucket list?
going to be a thing?
There's
That's
absolutely
on
no way I can get away with that.
Not
No,
about
that's not
straight
going to
girls.
be.
You just got to go to everyone in your class, all the girls of course, and be like, "Would you?
Would
I need you to flash me naked for like
This is
you
a
know, it's a
survey.
project.
Literally like 2 seconds. Just
It's
It's
from my
not the flight
philosophy
of a pizza
class.
guy. No,
You can do
no,
it that
no.
actually.
All right, I'm moving to the next one.
Like from behind or something. Like she's like,
Well, this sounds like an excellent way to get back into the dating game.
I mean, you could always just approach our
We're gonna paint the
our,
town in titties.
like pothead redhead neighbor, who totally probably has a boyfriend, but who gives a shit?
Just because there's a goalie
Doesn't mean you can't score. Exactly. I mean, that's the triumphant call of me when I'm single.
I'm not really that kind of dude, but it's a good policy, I guess.
Ah.
That kind of dude has just no. Okay, I'm not going to go into that world.
No,
that's a bad
that's-
place for this podcast to go.
That's fair.
Pizza is delicious, but tip
and
your
you should
drivers.
pay your
But tip your drivers.
Tip your drivers.
$2 is an acceptable base. If you
Is
ordered
that for any amount or?
for okay, if
Well,
you
I mean, if you have like one pizza, and you've got like the $10 pizza thing, right?
yeah, if you order like one $10 pizza, $2 is fine. If you
That's
order
like about 20%.
hell as high as like $30, I think $2 is acceptable.
Okay.
Wow, you're nice.
That's pretty lean.
So 10%.
That's
10%.
I'm not like fucking judgmental like, about it. Some people are hard up for money, and I kind of get
well,
that.
and you're in a college town. It's
Yeah, but it's like
paid in titties, etc. Et
if you don't tip at all, that's just jackassery.
yeah.
I agree.
Sometimes I forget to tip, or I literally can't tip because I just spent all my money on food.
That's a big problem with me. Yeah, like
I
spend
tip you, but I
every
literally
last
have-
buck
I,
on food.
I will give you. I can
Give
give
him
you like a
something.
hand job.
I'm wearing some socks.
Well,
so
yeah,
I
but-
have my socks.
But see, at that point, the
this
prevailing logic
DVD from
is
Redbox.
if you can't
You can
afford
take
to tip, you shouldn't call for delivery.
Fuck
Yeah.
Is what
I do agree with that.
a lot of us go with. It's just like get in your car, go pick it up.
But then I have to spend gas, which is money I don't have.
But it's money,
Your driver has to spend gas to get it
it's
to you.
money you've already spent, though, is the thing,
Yeah.
right? In the past.
No, I
Before
agree
you
with
went
that
broke.
though. If
And
you
it-
don't have enough to tip, drive there.
Yeah, and
If you got-
if you start getting into like really high quantities of food, the tip had better
Like
compensate
80
for
bucks.
you.
Right.
If like I've had times where I've had to like carry like $100 worth of pizza
Fuck.
into like a
Jeez.
school or a hospital or an office building or something because they're having like a big
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
It's a pizza party.
Probably the biggest one I've had was there was like a some kind of conference thing in town, and this guy ordered like 20 pizzas at a hotel here in Springfield.
I need like 4.
And I had to carry those.
Did you get all those in one go?
Yeah, I mean, you got finding space for them in your car is half the fun. So
Never
you
thought
know,
of it
I
like
ended
that,
up
yeah.
trekking like
You don't get like a ratchet strap?
we have big bags that can carry I think like 10 pizzas
I'm sorry, I
inside
didn't-
them.
Damn.
But other than that, we've got our
Yeah.
standard bags, which can carry probably 3 larges on a good day. So I ended up carrying the one huge bag we've got, plus a couple more little bags, up a flight of steps to this guy's hotel room,
Ugh.
Jeez.
plus like 6 2-liters. It was like 3 trips
Oh man.
to and from the
20
hotel room.
pizzas in 6 2-liters? That seems like an incorrect
It was a
ratio.
lot. Well, I don't remember the specifics, but it was a lot of people. It was a
You
lot
feel
of
like
people.
someone's going thirsty
just
here.
need beverages.
Yeah.
And I
Two pounds of mashed
have to go back to my car several times, get all this shit up, a flight of stairs. It's It was something like $140, $150 worth of food.
Fuck.
I got no tip.
Fuck
What?
him. Fuck him.
Yeah. So,
What do you do? Just like, and there you go.
well, it was a credit card. Credit cards are the easiest one to hide your shame on.
Right.
Because you just fold the paper.
Because what they'll do is they'll just sign it. They'll maybe even think about it for a second, so it's almost like they're writing in the tip, but they're not. They're just like slowly signing
They're just
it.
looking at the word tip and they're like,
It's
wanna
funny.
do it. I
I
wanna do
wonder if they don't think we're onto them, but trust me, if you're trying to like shamefully hide your lack of a tip, we know.
At that point, after it's delivered, what else are you doing but watching this guy like, give me a tip, give me a tip?
Well, and to be fair, I consider it a professional courtesy to not watch them sign the receipt
That's
because
good,
I
that's
don't
good.
want to look
fair.
like a jackass, like pressuring them to tip me. Like you,
Lean in
what,
there.
what are you writing on that? And I never look at it in front of them unless they literally hand it to me like with it out facing, and there's no way I can help it.
Yeah.
Right,
Just
yeah.
because again, I don't want them feeling like I don't want them to have any reason to call my store and complain. Like this guy was totally judging me for the tip I gave him.
He was totally
You
judging
fucking
me
did.
for not giving him a tip
People
for
will
$160
bitch about
worth
the
of
dumbest
pizza.
things.
That's fair.
But anyway,
I know that pain.
but no, they'll shamefully hide it on their credit card receipts. They'll like slowly sign it. They'll fold it, hand it back to me. So like, there's no way he sees it. By the time he looks at that, I'm fucking behind this.
I'm
closed
gone,
door,
and I don't have
I'm
activity.
I'm successfully hidden my shame.
The pizza's mine.
But no, that was the worst I've had. I also had a time at my first gig where I had to take like a big load of pizzas up like to the 4th floor of
Now,
my
real
hotel.
quick.
It was one trip, but it was a big load, and I got no tip on it.
Quick
Like
question
$80
for you.
worth of
You
food.
can't like port it out to other pizza places that'd be like, hey, just a heads up, this guy tipped shitty. Take the long route. You can't do that, or
Well, we wouldn't tell other pizza places about it.
well, I mean,
wouldn't
like
think. But
you're
within
like fellow employees.
within
or
the
something,
store,
yeah.
there is kind of a. There's not like gonna fit with like we don't have a bulletin board that's like
Okay.
these people tip shitty, but like
it's
Notice the
corroborating.
blueprints.
as drivers, we tend to communicate with each other
Sure.
like this guy fucking stiffs the shit out of you every time. And if you see his run come up as like part of your 3 runs that you
Yeah.
got, you're like, all right, well he's fucking last because I know I'm getting shit from him.
Okay.
We have a guy
Good.
that's literally 3-minute drive from the store, but he never tips. So because he's so close to the store, he'll get paired with fucking any order because the logic dictates you swing by his place real quick and then you fly wherever else in town you need to go. So I can get a double that's all the way out to like the very outskirts of our delivery area and then one to that guy as well. With logic dictating, hit the close guy first, then go all the way out. No, I will go to the I will go to the outskirts of town. That's a 30-minute drive there and back to the store.
You know,
Drop off that shit and then bring that guy his lukewarm fucking pizza because I know I'm not getting shit for it.
All right, good.
So-
Just so you know,
That makes me feel
that
a little
if you don't
better.
tip consistently, we're also aware of that.
Good.
So what about people like me who tip 9 out of 10 times, and then the one time where I'm too fucking lazy to go get the damn pizza myself and I just don't tip? Do you still blacklist us? Because I usually tip
That's a
at
good
least
question.
10%.
Remote
If not,
offenders.
when I can afford it, I will tip, and if I can afford to tip, I will tip well.
At that point, it would just be considered an anomaly more than anything. We've had conversations like that before where it's like, it's so weird, that guy usually tips me like $5 and he didn't give me anything today. But we're just like,
It's
match
probably
with
4.
the
It's probably
charts.
4. Whatever.
But I mean, if you tip 9 times out of 10, you're still going to be made a priority because they're going to be like, that guy usually tips.
Take a look at these things.
And plus, you never know. Maybe that one time you didn't tip, it was some new guy who doesn't really think to communicate with
Yeah.
other people yet. It could be totally harmless, but you know, you make a habit out of it. That shit is going to catch on.
That's interesting, though.
And I'm sure it's not just my store that does it. I imagine that's a trade of pizza delivery everywhere.
Well, no, like a friend of mine used to work for like Jimmy John's,
Yeah, oh God, I never want to work for Jimmy
and
John's.
she not only did she get in the habit of knowing who all was tipping, but she could like follow someone, seeing the sign go and be like, they're going to that guy Johnny's place on 3rd Street, and like I'd be like driving to like the store, and she'd say something like that, like, how do you know? It's like, he's the only guy out in this quadrant who orders, and I'm like,
Quadrant. She's like fucking like an airplane.
No, we literally do have our map divided up into little sectors,
Yeah,
so we
I
know
figured you
which
did.
runs go well together.
What the fuck?
It'll like come up on the screen like, oh, that's a C8, that's a D7, that's an F6, and you know,
then you count.
you're like, all right,
Everyone at F6
we've
blows.
got like 3 F6s on screen, so obviously those are just going to go together. You don't even have to think about it.
That makes sense.
But no, dude, Jimmy John's, I would never want to deliver for them
no, I agree
because they have much smaller orders. Like someone orders like a $7 sandwich, they get it delivered. That guy's not tipping.
No.
He's maybe tipping you 50 cents, but I mean,
that.
e-
50 cents.
even by like a 10% logic, you're not getting much out of that. And plus, you know,
Go home, white boy.
Is it weird that I will tip more on a lower cost order than I will on a higher. Like, it's not going to be like I get $80 worth of food and I tip like $2. Like, if it's that much, I'll still tip at least $10.
Well, no, I think it makes sense to an extent because it's like if you order like $15 worth of food, it's really easy to just be like, here's 20, keep
yeah.
it. But if you order $20 worth of food, then you've got to start digging out that extra cash, and you're like 21.
I feel
2,
like anything
there you
over
go.
20 naturally
like-
makes a person go, because at least with me, anything over 20 makes me go, I don't
How
know.
much?
But no,
Yeah.
I'll tell you straight up. A lot of my best tips come from guys who are like, "Here's 20, just keep it."
Yeah.
Because
Yeah, well, I believe
like
it, yeah.
if, like a one pizza order for us right now is $13.25 plus tax and delivery.
Sure.
Or with tax and delivery, I should say. And you know, plenty of people will just give me like 20 and be like, either give me $1 back or just like
Yeah.
keep it. And that's like a $6 tip right there.
It's pretty good, yeah.
You know.
Honestly, I always tip because it's one of the few times when it's socially acceptable for me to buy someone's friendship. They come up, and I'm like, all right.
Look at it that way.
Here's $5 for you, my good man, which is the same price as my ordered item. And he looks at it, he's like, all right, you have a good night. And I'm like, you too, all right? You too. Very nice.
It's really funny because at least for me, this is not uncommon.
Right? Instant friends.
When I get to the door,
Instant
I am the
friends.
most polite guy ever because I'm still working for that tip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I get that tip,
You're like about to grab his dick. You want it.
I'm
So
like, we're cool. Like, if you give me like $5, I'm the most friendly guy ever. You want cheese and peppers? You got it. You want ranch dressing? I'll run to Dylan's and pick some up for you.
You want a little dance for you? Oh.
But my protocol works in reverse too. If the guy pays me and doesn't tip at all, I don't even speak for the rest of the
he's like, have a good day. You're just like,
No, that's exactly how it goes, man. I will open the bag without a word, hand them their food. If they're like, have a good day, I just turn and walk off. I don't give a fuck about you. Maybe that's harsh, but that's my system. You tip me, I'm your best friend. You don't tip me, you don't fucking exist.
That's how the cards lie as they do.
Exactly.
That's fantastic.
That's fantastic.
So we've been on pizza delivery for a while.
no,
And
that's fine.
I want to tell a story.
Oh, okay,
Before
good.
we
Story
as
start.
much as I love to
Story
gush
time.
about my job, let's move on.
No, I get that.
Well, you're
It's
talking
actually
about
cool, though,
you're talking
yeah.
about your job. I want to talk about my job.
I am curious.
I don't
I haven't heard any
have
Subway stories.
too many crazy stories. I work at the Subway. I'm a sandwich artist, and it blows.
Which I should say is like the raddest job
mean,
title
it's the
ever,
best
though.
title ever.
Oh my
for
god!
me.
Wait. You don't just call yourself that? Like that's on the.
That's the
Like you
official
don't just
thing.
go around being like, "I am Ian, a
No,
sandwich
dude,
artist."
it's like when I worked at Worlds of Fun. They don't
Yeah.
call them like ride operators. We were ride ambassadors.
I was
Yeah.
food
Yeah.
ambassador.
Serious?
Yeah.
I ambassador food.
Awesome.
It's like
That's cool.
fancying up your job description.
I am an artiste,
Actually,
and I tell you, I take pride in my sandwiches. I mean,
I make good
I
fucking
will go
sandwich.
the extra mile to make sure when that closes, they're like, oh, that's a pretty good sandwich. I'm like, yeah, it is. And I don't
That's
get
fucking
paid
hard.
on sandwich commission, man.
I'm
And
the
they'll
fucking
ask for the
Van Gogh of
sauce.
sandwiches.
I'll do like a little drawing, like the shit in the sandwich. I mean, it
You
doesn't
make
matter.
smiley faces.
I'm gonna test you that now.
I'm gonna Ian draw a
And
dick.
can I get mayo
But I mean,
in the shape of a
I only like
sandwich?
mustard if it's in the shape
I guess
of a
I mean
dick.
it doesn't. It's food service, so that so I
Even if
say
did
it sucks.
that
I mean
would
it's
be like,
minimum wage, dealing with a bunch of difficult.
Ingrates.
Yeah, I mean,
that's
a lot of people.
Please.
It's just like here's the sandwich.
Now we
Get
have
the fuck
passed
out.
our
Wait,
fully
wait,
quota for the
wait.
night.
But every once in a while, this is where my story begins.
Oh, okay.
You have crazy people come in.
I love crazy.
now, these aren't the crazy people from the hospital, are they?
No.
Because I figure these guys are like.
We once had a crazy lady who lives on the bus come in.
She lives on the bus.
She talked this poor woman into buying her a sandwich.
Did you say she lives on the bus?
I'm pretty sure she lives on the bus.
Does she
drives
pay
it all day.
property tax?
That's all I got.
I just wanted to clarify
Oh,
that detail, but we've only seen or heard of her at bus stops or riding the bus, and
Okay.
I'm pretty sure she does not have real estate.
She might have a
she
box.
has a bus and her own craziness. Anyway, get away from her. There's okay.
Don't we
This
all?
one guy comes in. I don't remember what fucking day it was. We were fairly busy. It was after our lunch period. We've got an okay line, like 3 people.
Nice.
This guy comes in. He's got like the shaved bald. Like not only is he bald, but he wants to look styling bald.
No, wait. Did he like? Because like I buzzed. Did he actually like
No,
wick it? Like
like it's
You don't
it's
see
straight
anything?
up smooth. Yeah, like
Okay.
Yeah.
you can see your reflection on the man's.
He
on the
uses
man's-
that
Got it,
fucking
yeah.
like that gel or
Yeah.
whatever the fuck it is
Yeah.
that you like makes it shine.
and this and like this well kept goatee, and he
Volleyball
looks
wax.
fucking pissed, right? And he's like leaning on the thing.
Is it-
He's looking at me.
Is it possible to not
This
look
is-
pissed with a shaved, like a perfectly shaved head?
Yes,
I don't know.
it's very easy to not look.
No,
pissed.
but I've never seen you with like a
No,
shaved
I
bald
don't. But
head.
I know several people who actually legit.
Oh, okay. And they don't
it's,
look pissed?
it's easy
I was
to
pretty
look
much bald
not
for a
pissed.
little, and I don't think
It's
I.
easy to not always look pissed.
Oh shit, that's right. Steve is bald.
manager.
Yeah, I'm fucking. I forget that I work for a man who is bald.
Oh, dude, my roommate for the last year, Mark. That dude,
Oh, yeah, he
that
was
dude was
bald.
clean
Yeah,
shaven.
that's right.
I don't think he
My
could
uncle
look
does it all
pissed.
the time.
No, he was nice.
Talked way too fucking
Anyway,
much.
I'm sorry. I've
No, it's
distracted
all right.
us.
Pretty cool, actually.
But this guy, he looks pissed, but he's in the back of the line, and I'm like, okay, whatever the fuck. I maybe he's just one of those guys who, even in his standard face, he looks angry, right? Maybe he's just that kind of guy.
Yeah.
Sure.
Eventually, he gets up to the front, and he's got this receipt with him, and he's like,
Oh, good.
I ordered
no.
these 2 meatball sandwiches,
For
all right,
me.
and they were not good. They were not good, and he starts getting angry like right off the bat. And I'm like, okay, whoa, like
Bro.
I mean, usually
Bro.
people, if they're pissed, they kind of they'll do a little snarky remark. They'll give you a look.
Yeah,
But
they
then
won't-
he's into it.
Yeah, then they go
Yeah.
about their day. This guy, he's ready for battle. Like
He wanted blood.
he's shined his head, he's trimmed his goatee, and it's time to yell at the subway people.
Got it.
So he gets in there and he's like, "These sandwiches are wrong, all right, and I
Did he-
want
now,
and I
hold on.
want new ones."
Did he actually have the sandwiches with him, or
No,
was he?
and this is where it gets
Yeah.
interesting.
Why?
defeats the
Immediately,
purpose.
we say to him, or I'm pretty sure my manager's taking care of this.
Okay,
poor
that's
guy.
good.
It's like,
I hate to
okay,
say it, but
do
that's why
you
they
have
get
the
paid more.
sandwiches?
You're like,
do you have the sandwiches in question? And he gives him this look like, "What are you fucking crazy, man?"
I
And
think
he says, "Why would I keep rotten food in my house?" And
I think it'd be great if he like produces these sandwich, but they're just like full of nonsense that he just grabbed at home and just
Yeah.
threw on them real
Like,
quick.
they're
to
full of,
you
like,
find,
ham and
Legos
shit, not
in
even
there.
meatballs.
sir, this is a calculator sandwich.
Look at this. You just threw toilet paper on these sandwiches.
It's funny you should
We
say.
didn't do this.
It's really funny you should
This is
say
a
toilet
button.
paper. I'll
This
tell
is
you
a
why
button.
in a little
Sir,
bit.
we do not serve meatball and GI Joe action figures.
Though that
As
is
awesome
pretty
as
fucking
that would
rad.
be,
I would
As
use that.
cool as that is,
and dangerous,
Very
but awesome.
the more you learn.
So he's like, "No, I don't have it. What would I keep rotten food from like?" And it's
Well-
from like 2 days ago. And you know,
Wait,
as
what?
you guys would
Why
know,
the fuck would it take 2 days?
if you're returning food or a CD or fucking
Anything?
anything.
Wait.
it's
Why
like,
do you go from food to CD?
huh?
Why do you go from
Well, say you
food?
went into
Well,
Walmart.
the point is,
Why
it covers
didn't
a
you wait the
spectrum
time
of
then?
products.
Yeah.
Whenever you return something, you should have the
You
item.
know,
no,
like
okay,
in
that's fair,
food
yeah.
or like a solid object. You go to Walmart with a receipt and it's like, "Yeah, I got the CD
And I
and
want
it's
the money."
bad.
Do you
Gi-
have it?
Give me another CD." And they're like, "Okay, do you have the CD?" Well, no, it was bad. Why would I keep a bad CD in my house?
I threw it from my window.
I banished it from my site.
This is like some Saint Anger bullshit. Fuck this.
Fuck
I
this.
hate it.
So he is amazed that
Now,
we actually expected him to have.
Now,
the
real quick, you
sandwiches.
mentioned the phrase 2 days later. Was this like 2 days ago the sandwiches
2 days
were bad?
ago, he got his sandwiches. In theory, he got them
In
2 days
theory.
ago. At first, he
Wow.
couldn't remember which day, but I'm pretty sure he looked at the receipt and was like, "Oh, it was 2 days ago."
Wow.
So that's a little
already,
suspicious.
that's a... Okay.
And he's
yeah.
starting to get angry. The receipt is paid for in cash. There's no way to prove that anyone bought these sandwiches and was ever displeased with these. This could just be a guy who went into the fucking trash and was
And
like,
found
"Here's a
the receipt."
receipt with meatballs on it."
I love meatballs.
I'm gonna go in there and yell at him.
Scrape
until
some
they-
meatball off
Yeah.
of it. All right, now
until
we're in
they give me the
business.
sandwiches, I'm gonna keep yelling at him. And that's what I thought this guy was all about. And he went on for just about 20 minutes, keeping these people up in line, like yelling, like, "I
Wow.
have the receipt." That was his favorite phrase. "I have the receipt. I have worked in the food industry 20 years.
I love that. I love
hate
when
that
people
line.
tell you
Hold
they
on.
work your
Hold
job
on.
and you're like,
Fuck
then
you.
why
Which
do you think
means
this is
that he
okay?
is at least
Yeah, the
36 years
Okay,
old.
I wanted
The
to
fact that this is even happening right now proves to me you did not work in food
Yeah.
service. Because
Yeah.
if you did,
What
you would
fucking
hate yourself
food
right
service?
now.
Yeah,
That's a good point.
absolutely, absolutely. So he's really pissed, and he's like, "Okay,"
Speaking of that,
and
I
he's
guess.
talking to my manager. He's like, "All right, I want to talk to the owner of the store. I want to
Too
talk
bad.
to the.
I want to talk
I'm
to
the
Mr.
owner.
I want to
Let's
talk
do
to the
this.
GM. I want to talk to the king of Subway. All right, get the king of Subway on the phone.
He's like a guy you keep in the back, and he actually has like a
He's
crowd
got,
and
like,
shit. And he walks out with his fucking cane, and he's like, "I am the king of
Who
Subway."
dares ask for meatball subs?
I am in the midst of some very important royal business. And I hear
Needless to say, we
This is not a sketch.
have no sandwich
We're not
king.
making this a sketch.
And my manager isn't gonna get the fucking GM or the owner on the phone because this guy's like,
hello,
sandwiches.
Captain Subway. Yeah, just please customer on the phone.
What? Tell him there's no chance in hell. Okay, but he's kind of angry at me.
Can you just talk to him? Okay, here, he wants to talk to you.
Now, real quick.
I just call a fucking friend of mine.
Yeah,
and just be
okay.
like, can you pretend to be the Subway COO for like 5 minutes? Just tell this guy to fuck right
How
off.
good is
It'll
your
be great.
voice of Jared from the Subway commercials? Like, hi. this
Like a
is Jared."
soundboard. Fucking.
So he leaves with the idea in his head that the GM or officer, the owner, is going to call him and fix his woes, like his sorrows will be fixed.
It's one of those things where you're just like, get the fuck out of the store.
And
this
we're
is
all
gonna-
like, okay,
Come
what
back
the
with
fuck?
$11.
Crazy guy tried to get sandwiches and failed.
Yeah.
He comes back the next morning when my manager is not there, and he's got the same spiel. He's like, I have the receipt.
Wait.
Guys,
This is the
guys,
next
all right,
day?
guys, yeah, next day, next morning, before the manager's there,
This
he's
is
like,
a
okay, guys.
part 2 story.
And it's like he's getting down and real with us. He's like, okay, guys,
He's even
just,
changed clothes.
just give me my sandwiches.
It's fucking like
enough
$11.
of this rigmarole.
We don't have to bring the king into this. Just give me my sandwich.
That doesn't concern royalty, all right?
I'll walk away once you give me.
Just give me the
I'm
sandwiches.
expected to like walk in with a gun and just be like, listen, guys.
I really want to make this okay.
Let's just cut to the chase. Give me my sandwiches. So I mean, I fucking stonewall the guy, and I'm like, I'm sorry, sir, I don't have the authorization to give you your sandwiches.
Only the king.
Only the king may give you your sandwiches. And he didn't last that long that time because we made it pretty obvious that we're like, oh, we don't have any power. If the manager didn't call, then
You're
the
literally
manager's
talking to peons right now. I mean,
Leaves.
He leaves again.
What's a peon?
And we don't hear from him until a week later when he comes in again,
this is 3 parts.
asking for the same sandwiches. And he makes one of our night employee girls cry.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Listen,
Brings her
guys.
to tears.
I'm
I just
just
need
here
my fucking
to say-
sandwiches.
Oh,
And if I don't get my sandwiches, I'm gonna fucking burn Subway to the ground.
I'm going to really fucking lose it, alright? It's like there's secret government information in these sandwiches. And he really has to get them,
Do you need
guys.
to hire like a bouncer at Subway?
No, okay, ready?
This is
The
an
best
ongoing
part.
problem, that one
The best
guy.
part is coming up right now.
Oh
Are you
my
ready?
God.
Part 4.
He come, and I was not there when he made the girl cry. I heard about this as a night.
Right,
I work in
yeah.
the
Well, I mean,
mornings.
what else do you talk about
Right.
at work? Yeah.
He come. All right, we've got a little line. It's the morning time. It's just me and the assistant manager, who usually doesn't work mornings. She's there. The guy comes in. Well, we've got this line. He's got like this backpack. He's still got the angry face.
He's
Right.
a backpack now to carry.
got a
his
backpack
sandwiches.
now.
God, he is a bomb.
And
In this
immediately,
backpack.
immediately, as I finish the sandwich of this one guy, I go and I pull my coworker aside. I'm like, all right, this fucking guy, this guy who just came in is fucking crazy, and
Yeah.
not under any circumstances doing sandwiches, and you make it a little crazy. He might kind of flip out on you.
He's
It's
gonna want to
okay.
talk to the king.
He's-
Don't let
Don't
him.
let him talk to the
He
king.
mentioned
Tell him
something
there's a king.
about a
Don't let him
sandwich.
talk to him.
No one speaks to the great king. So I tell her this. I tell her, like, this fucking crazy guy's here. He doesn't get in line. He just goes to the bathroom. And he told us when he did his whole receipt fiasco, I live close. Which in my mind is like, okay, you went home, noticed the sandwiches were wrong. Immediately, you walk the block back to Subway. He's like, these sandwiches are wrong. So it makes
Like
it
a
more
normal
suspicious.
person?
So I figure like he's stopping by to use our bathroom for some fucking reason. I don't know what his job is, whatever.
Must make some.
And then
meatball subs in that
pretty
bathroom.
soon after, he leaves, and there he goes.
Wait.
He
came
dropped
in,
a
got
shit
in
bomb
line.
in your bathroom, didn't
And that's the first thing I think is like he like took a dump on our bathroom, didn't he? Like he just
smeared it on the walls.
He just peeled
he?
over.
That fucking monster.
He writes
The king will be
price.
outraged.
Squeezed one out on our bathroom floor. And I go to check it out, and immediately we get swamped, and I get distracted. But one of my chores for later in the afternoon is to clean the bathroom.
Sure, yeah, sure.
And we weren't that busy, so I was just going to go in, take a peek,
Yeah.
make sure nobody made a poop mess,
Sir,
which happens.
No, it
Old
does.
people from the
We
hospital.
have no public bathrooms at my place of
Old
work, and it
people
is the
from
best
the
thing
hospital.
ever.
Oh
Not
my
even
God.
old people. There will be like fucking anyone from the age of 16 to 90 fucking years
They
old.
cannot
who will,
poop properly.
They will shit in a bathroom and they will rub it on the fucking stall.
I know!
I watched a girl
It's
go
like they-
into a bathroom at a
If you
Chili's
at
one
home
time.
could
She
see
may have
Andrew's
been-
expression.
She may have been 20 years old, maybe. She walks into the bathroom. I was eating my food. We just got our food. And she walks into the bathroom and was like, oh, she's kind of cute. She walks out. She goes back to her seat. Whatever the fuck. I forget about her.
Her hands are brown.
Yeah. And I'm sitting. I see her because we're literally the last booth before the bathroom. And no one else fucking goes into that bathroom. No lady goes into that bathroom.
Okay.
For the next like 20 fucking minutes while we're eating our food.
Right.
We're about to leave, and a worker goes in there, and like I assume to check it. Like it's a female worker, and she goes in the ladies' bathroom, comes out, and she's like, they got her hand over her mouth, and is like about to fucking like, she's like,
I'm gonna vomit. Yeah.
and I hear her say, because we're also next to like the host station,
Right.
Yeah.
and she's like, somebody wrote poop all over the stalls in there. And I'm like, what the fuck?
All over them.
Somebody went monkey poop
Like,
all
okay,
over the walls,
and I know
man.
that there's a chance, maybe there was someone before her that went, whatever, there was only like 10 minutes before where no one else went in, maybe they
But
only
who
check it
knows?
every hour, but seriously, even if it wasn't her, who the fuck rubs poop on a stall? Who wants to touch poop?
Now,
Who?
now, hold
And
on.
when I
All right, what happened with the subway?
And
monsters?
when
Yeah,
I
all right.
first went in to check, I thought, like, this guy, he just squeezed one out, like, right on the floor, and he's going to make me clean it up. And this is his revenge.
This is his
I
revenge.
look in, and everything's clean. Everything's fine. I'm like, oh, he
He
literally just
fucking
used the bathroom.
cleaned our
He
bathroom.
cleaned the bathroom! And I'm
That
like, all right
asshole!
then. And as I go to close the
Motherfucker.
door, I pause, and I'm like, something's wrong with the bathroom.
Spider sense is tingling.
Yeah.
Yeah, like one of these things is not like the other. You see these two pictures and you're like, oh wait, there's something. And I look back. Our toilet paper dispenser has been stolen.
Wait, he stole like the whole
And I
dispenser?
remember he had a backpack, and I'm like,
He planned it.
and I'm like, this guy. He came back and he took our toilet paper dispenser.
If he won't give me my meatballs, then I will take his toilet
And
paper.
I remember he was in and out really fast, so that means he was like, dun 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 dun.
It's like some Ocean's 11 shit. He like broke in, knew exactly what he was gonna do. It was just like,
Took that thing off and left, and he's like, "This is it. We're even Stevens. Now the universe is set. Now I didn't get my sandwiches. Well,
The o-
I've added to my
the
toilet
only
paper
way this
dispenser
could go
collection."
any better is if he comes back in the next day and is like, if you ever want to see it again, you'll give me my fucking sandwiches.
And he's been back since then. He's been back after he stole it. He has been back. He has come back and still asked for the same two sandwiches.
Wow.
Wait, how many times?
I'm pretty sure 3 or 4. At this point,
What in the fuck,
At
man?
this point, we are allowed to be like, "Hey, man, you gotta get out."
Yeah, like
We're
you're
gonna
banned
call
from the
police.
store.
Yeah.
Because
And
what
I
the
mean,
shit?
okay,
You should hang his picture up like
And the thing
behind
is-
the fucking
look, crazy angry bald guy. He
crazy,
took our-
crazy toilet paper asshole. Do not serve.
This man stole our toilet paper. And like,
Now, real quick, along with your poop
we
story.
can't
Wait, wait,
prove
wait,
that
wait.
he took it.
Wait, hang on. Okay.
We can never prove that he took the toilet paper.
So,
Yeah.
But
we-
all of the evidence points.
damn
This
taking
man
the
finally
toilet paper.
sought vengeance against us and took the only thing he could think of.
So on that delightful note of someone stealing
Crazy guy.
toilet paper, we're gonna end the first episode.
We have a new one.
That we what?
We have a new one now.
A new
It
one.
has 2 rolls in it instead
It,
of 1.
oh, the dispenser. Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about the episode. I was like, what the fuck are you talking about?
It's the
No,
finale.
Really good toilet paper.
we're gonna end this first episode real quick. We're gonna take a short break. I mean, honestly, I don't think anybody has anything to do. So,
I have to pee.
well, yeah.
I
So
have to pee.
we're gonna take like
I
5.
could also urinate.
You know, we may or may not be
We
taking
might
a 5 to
be
10 minute
peeing.
break
I
and then
went
just
and it was
recording again. But
unprofessional.
you know what? We're just gonna end it. Thanks for listening. Everybody want to plug their shit again? Brandon, do you have a name for your game yet?
Mitch
Oh,
didn't
we
even
got
plug his
I
shit.
didn't get
We
to
have
plug
another
that.
episode.
No, it's okay. He's just not important.
Yeah, no, fuck Mitch.
Next episode is all
All
about this
about
guy.
Mitch.
And the rest.
But
Mitch Mitch and friends.
You don't have a name
Mitch
for your
and
game.
friends?
Ian, Austria Gorge.
Austria Gorge.
Keep an eye out for it.
Do
I'm
you want to
sure-
do you want to plug the film company that may or may
Yeah.
not get something going at some
Yeah.
point?
Yeah, I mean, this is all the idea that most of the people at this table are part of, what do we call it, 89 Film
89
Productions.
film productions.
So we made a fucking webpage for
Yeah, you
forever
can-
ago, but never really did anything with.
Like it on
Yes,
Facebook.
you can find it on Facebook. You can find it on
You
Twitter.
can find it on the face.
Right now, they're not really updated, but once we get something going, we'll probably
We
update
plan
them a little bit more.
on making that come alive.
If nothing else, remember the name. It'll probably
Yeah.
come up.
89 Film Production.
And again, you can find my music blog if you give a shit at all at rockrelapse.wordpress.com. And that's
And
my whole thing.
If you liked me laughing a lot,
And
like
quoting
me
things.
on Mohawk Justice everywhere on the internet.
Literally, just type in
Literally
Google Mohawk Justice.
everywhere.
You'll find me.
Once again, check out Grenadina's new EP, Get Shallow.
The ironic part is I
Um,
don't have a mohawk anymore.
Especially if you're really into like the indie, like local music scene. Check them out; they're really good. We will see you guys, as far as you know, a week from now.
Wow.
And roughly.
But it's like 10 minutes our time.
Shut up, Andrew! It's the mystery. Thanks for listening. We will talk to you guys later. Bye bye. Everybody say bye.
Bye.